Hi, sorry. I just did the self-abandonment inner child thingy, and that ended up being two parts because I ran out of space. Well, here's another part. The reason they're putting stuff in our food is to dull down our spidey senses, our connection. Okay, our like an Avatar where they put their tails together in the number one, and then at the end when Grace is dying, they're all connecting together in a collective group. That's 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 James. Oh, what was his name? George Lucas. Thank you. I was thinking of James Cameron, but no, it's George Lucas, isn't it? The Star Wars guy. I don't know. Maybe it is James Cameron. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, the other guy has. I thought he had two sets of movies, because he's got Star Wars, and this is we are in Star Wars. Earth is a planet. It's like the Princess Leia planet. I think. I don't know. And the Spaceballs, where they suck the air out of there. Hey, yeah, that's what they're doing with Dick Van Patten as the king. And they suck the air out and he dies, and then they put the air back in and that vacuum cleaner. Well, that's what they're working on, kind of type of thing. Um, and they've screwed up this planet so bad. They're trying to work on more. But yeah, that's why they put stuff in our food so that we can connect to our higher selves. And that's why they get us addicted on caffeine. I mean, I used to drink Diet Coke for 30 years. Recently, I've had about three between long trips. Oh no, I've had probably five or six, and some of them were bigger than the can, because I was on the road. But okay, so I've had five or six lately, and I have been eating ice cream some, just because it sounded good, and I have had a few chips until I got a belly. I got a bad, some baked chips. Just a 5 or 6 ounce bag, whatever. But ooh, all at once during the course of a day, it blocked me. They do a lot to the food. That's what. And now this came out. This just our spidey senses. We have spidey senses, and they know it. The government's known it forever, and that's why they put us through everything they put us through, and they want to keep us slaves. And so they poison, the water, the ground, because we got to eat the food that comes from the ground, and we got to drink the water that goes through our bodies and cleanses them, and the air that we breathe, those chemtrails that are up in the sky all the time. Um, and then there's gases. One day, I swear to God, just like 2 weeks ago, I heard they were poisoning my home, and I still can't figure out how. But I had the window open, and I actually didn't have the presence of mind. Plus, I kept thinking, wow, by the time I get signed into my stupid phone, it's gonna be gone. So I didn't record it, and I didn't know if I'd pick it up. But I watched this stuff just roll in. It was a gorgeous day, and there was really no breeze, and I didn't have a fan on. There was no fan anywhere, but I did have a window open here and a window open here on the other side, like a 45, 90-degree angle, whatever that is. And I don't know whether the one was pulling it or what, but it was just like clouds, and it wasn't foggy. There were no clouds. It was a blue sky day, and I still would like to know what that was. But I've heard they're putting gases in my home, and they're trying to kill me. I don't know what for. I have money, I have inheritances, and they want it, and they've done all kinds of stuff against me to keep it and to keep this from coming out. And I don't know. This is why I rescued my inner self, I guess, because I'm speaking up and I healed my inner child finally for all the wrongs people have done to me. Finally I said something. So good luck with yours. I'm still waiting to see the results of this. Um, but I see some every day, I mean, if you knew the things they've done to me, and here I am, do I look like I've had voodoo done on me, and my death spells and beauty spells and what else? Love spells, jar spells. They got my name in a jar, and they got my name on an altar, and they got my name buried in a graveyard, and they've done all this stuff to me. Here I am, but they're not doing so good. I hear. I don't know. You get back what you put out, guys, and they keep just calling in all these demons and return to sender. I guess I don't know. I don't even do that. It's karma. I was doing return to senders at the beginning. That's all I knew, and they yelled at me. If you're doing return to senders, then we can't give them the karma they need. Okay. Tell me that. So they told me that, so I quit. I don't know. But yeah, all I did was, I don't know. I don't even know it anymore. Return to sender tenfold, 2,000. I used to say 1,000-fold when they were taking my chest because they had given me COVID, killed me, which triggered. See, after you die, you've heard of people having awakenings after they die. It's true. It's true. I've died 4 times now. And, God says, you're not done yet. Get back there, especially after COVID. That's what I did say in another video. I don't know, just in the last week. That when I woke up after COVID, it was like a coliseum with the old kings. Like Whoopi Goldberg was in an old movie, and I've been to the Renaissance Festival, and they had it set up like that, and something else. I don't know, but Gladiator, the Gladiator one, which I've barely seen, but I've seen a scene of that. I've never really watched it because I wasn't into blood and guts and gore and all that. Maybe it wasn't about that, but I just didn't even want to find out, I don't know, and now I'm finding out I should have watched it. And then I've been so busy I can't, so, no big deal. I figure I'll find it. It's a movie. It's probably on YouTube by now. I don't know. Russell Crowe, Gladiator. And when I woke up from COVID, that's what I remembered. That's the only thing. I don't dream. Haven't dreamed in 50 years, at least 60. When they did something to me when I was a kid, my dreams disappeared. It sucked because I agree with. I could see cameras in the future. Didn't know what to do about that. But the first time I saw one in late 1960s or early 1970s, I could see them in the future everywhere, and I didn't know what that meant. But I don't know. And sadly, I forgot about it. When you don't see it all the time, you forget. But yeah, it's popped in over the past. Like when I was living with a friend, with my son back in 1985, maybe. It popped in. I remember, but not much. That I mean, it's that sporadic. It really don't. But and then I get other visions like that sometimes about what could be. But back when I had a kid, I remember having one that was deja vu. But these people, the government could have triggered it because I remember I had to go in for after essay and losing my virginity at 9 or 10. I think I lost it at 9. I thought I lost it at 10, but I was told I left it at 9, lost it at 9. And I was still trying to deal with it at 10. And couldn't talk to anybody. And so I ended up having trouble in school, and they sent me for brainwave. And that's when they found out that, oh, she's advanced here, let's shut her down. So they gave me phenobarbital, which was speed. And I didn't know, here I am 10. And so they had me on speed, and that must have killed my dreams. I don't know, but I remember seeing deja vu, and I remember flying. But that could have been when they took me in and gave me the brainwave. Because I'm told that, there was something they saw there that freaked them out, and they shut me right down. I did something, and, I have no memory of it. They made sure of that, or God has. I don't know. So I don't know. Whatever that might help with people. I don't know even why that came out of this. All right, I'm gonna let you go with your inner child abandonment issues and whatever the food poisoning concept here, and that you should be alkaline. You should be alkaline and keep all the pollutants out of your body and take care, exercise, eat right, affirmations, thank God, talk to God, um, try and like keep one day and just be hold back, hold back from socialization, hold back from everything, just stay in and try and keep to yourselves. Even if you got a family, try and set 2 hours even or something of just spending time with themselves. Get your kids used to it. There's nothing wrong with it and everything right with it. And some of them, there's always going to be one in the crowd that's going to give you problems and ruin your peace. That's Satan working on you, trying to last nerve. I'm sorry. And sadly, it might even be the gifted child. Satan tries to scapegoat them. I don't remember my childhood, so I can't tell you what kind of kid I was. I remember being the adult and taking care of things, keeping the peace mostly, and so she could do whatever she was doing. Yeah. She was a stay-at-home mom, and she wasn't druggy or nothing like that. No, she was just unhealthy and young when she became a mom. Most of them were back then. They wanted you married and trapped with a family as soon as you graduated back in the days, as it was. I was an illegitimate child. So, uh, I wasn't illegitimate. I was conceived illegitimately. And then they married. And they stayed married 60 years. I couldn't say a thing about that. That that showed me how it can be and how long it can be. But, and well, I don't know. There's tolerance in relationships sometimes that shouldn't be tolerated, and conversations or communication that should be said that sometimes isn't said. And then there's treatment of people that, not abuse, well, yeah, physical abuse, and, it scars people. So I don't know. And when we don't deal with things, they just eat away at us. And when we avoid it and don't heal it, we carry it with us forever. Although I think maybe one thing is starting to heal, actually, now. There was a revelation recently about something that needs to be corrected. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. All right. Good luck with everything. Probably shouldn't have said. I don't know. I didn't say my prayer, did I, to clear the air? But I go, okay. All right. I don't like this authentic thing. I like the notes thing. All right. Advocate thing. Well, he said, then I got to go through all the videos and either redo them or throw them away and just never do them. And, I don't know. I don't know. It's a process. It's a training process that I probably should be better at by now, but I've had distractions, let's put it that way. Spiritual and real. All right. Have a great day. Take care. I don't know what time it is. Probably 1:30 by now. Actually, how long was this? 13:43.